Okay, we have seen fairy lights, and you may have too, but when I found ones that were solar, we were intrigued. So Ross has already put up a set of these on the tree to see if we liked them, and we absolutely love them. We actually have a wedding coming up here on our property. We have a large property, and we can't run electricity to everything, so the solar is going to work out perfectly. So before I came outside, I wanted to show you what the lights looked like and what the little control box is. So let me show you that, then we'll come back here and put them on the tree. Okay, this is what the light wire looks like. It's just a little bulb light about every 3 inches on a copper wire. And to be honest, I thought at first that it wasn't going to be a big enough light to make any sort of a statement, but I was wrong, as you can see at the end of the video on the pictures of how these look on the tree. And then this is the control box, and it has an on and off, and it has mode so that you can make it go at different intervals just by hitting the mode button. So pretty cool there. That's a slow one. And so here you can see we used this inside at the bridal shower. I decorated the arch that sat behind Bailey, and this is the sun solar side. So if you just set that dark, then the light will turn on. So these can be used inside for an event pretty well. And then they come with a little stake so that you can mount them outside. So let's go show you what it's like to put these on a tree.
I've already done one of these. There's 80 feet of string light on this. So it does have a lot of wraps, so you have to account for that. When you're wrapping, either go really tight or plan on going right back up the tree after you get to the bottom, if you're doing a tree or whatever you're going to be doing. But you need to make sure that when you get, you leave enough that the solar panel gets stuck in the ground. It has a little bracket with it. We'll show that a little bit later. So we'll just go ahead and start wrapping and let it rip. So what we're going to do is we're going to take the end of it, and we're just going to give that a little twist. So we have a starting point, and then we just start wrapping. Okay, we've got the wrapping job all done, and I'm going to go ahead and attach the stake. And so we will go ahead and put that. It just slips in a slot right here, and then you have an adjustable arm right here. You just tighten it down after you get to the angle you want, and then just stick it in the ground and go ahead and let it start charging. There is one thing on these that I'm going to be doing on the rest of the lights that we're going to be doing. It's got a positive negative line that feeds the lights from the controller here. I'm going to go ahead and cut this, and because wrapping this tree with the controller, with everything, it gets tangled up. So what I'll do is I'll just make it a lot easier on ourselves. It'll probably take 3/4 less the time to do it, just by snipping the wires. And then after everything's done, I'll just go ahead and resplice the wires with a little splice clip, and that'll make it so much easier to work with. And yeah, that's it. It's going to work fine, and we'll show you a picture of it when it's all lit up. There's on the wire itself, there's a small white dashed line and just a clear. And when we reconnect those, we want to make sure that white dashed line is connected to the other dashed line. You won't be able to see it on the camera because it's so light. But we'll go ahead. I'm going to go cut this. And then I'm going to separate it. There's a little indent. You may have to use a knife on that. And you'll put it into 2 pieces just like so. Alright, so I'll do the other end. Okay, and there we have our splice points. Now take my little clippers and strip that wire off. Now the wire is super small, you could barely see it, but it definitely strips easy. We'll do that on all 4 wires. Drop these. Okay, and I'm stripping off a little over 1/4 inch, about 3/8 of an inch. Okay, now I'm going to take my Wago connector. This is a connector that we'll have on the link as well. All you do on these is they're so simple. You just flip the 2 little tabs up, just like that. Okay, so I'm going to take the wire that has the white dash on it. I'm going to put that in one of the Wago locations I have flipped up and flip it back down. It's just like that, so simple. And then I'm going to take the other wire that's coming from the lights themselves, insert that, flip it down. Nice thing about these connectors, if you need to take them apart, you just flip these back up and just pull the wire back out. It's that nice. Okay, we'll do the other ones. And these Wagos I have here are for 3 connector. These are only 2 that we're using, but I didn't have any 2 connectors. Okay, so there we go. Everything's spliced back up. What I'm going to do at this point is test the lights. There's a little switch on the back that says on, off. And it's sun control. When the sun goes down, the lights click on. It's a dusk to dawn type of thing. So I'll just put that over my leg. So I don't know if you can see it at all. The lights are illuminated right now. But of course at nighttime they show up like crazy. So the only reason you need to do this connector is because it's cumbersome. When you're wrapping it around the tree, everything's getting away around. So when we wrap the next one, all I'll have is the wire, and we'll just be able to go around the tree real quick like and get it done. All right, if you have any questions, just give us a holler. Happy to get back with you, and thanks for watching DIY on the house.